Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our class today. But before that, I would like you to ask things that you do during vacation or quarantine times. Can you tell me what are these things? Great! I also have done those things. Would you like me to share? Okay. I know that this guides us to elaborate our topic today. Here are the things that I do during summer vacation or quarantine times. Now, what did you see? Yes, I sweep the floor. You're right. How about you? I water the plants. I wash the dishes. I wipe the windows. Do you enjoy things that you had? Now, I think you are ready to take a journey for today's lesson. Did you know that there are two ways in forming sentences? So, at this moment, I will show you these two ways in forming sentences. We have the active and the passive voice. I would like you to remember things that I would like to ask when we are going to use the active voice. What is its form? How about the passive voice? Any idea? Take a look by the given example. We have here the first example. Teacher Rose sweeps the floor. So as we know that there are two forms of sentences. We have the active voice and the passive voice. Which of these two form of sentences is this given example? Okay, you're right. Active voice. So this sentence is in the active voice. Let's find out why. First, can you identify the subject in the sentence? Yes, you are right. Our subject is Teacher Rose. How about the verb? Yes, correct. The verb is sweeps. And how about the object? We have here the floor. So the floor here is our direct object. So it says that the sentence is in the active voice when it has the subject, it has the verb, and the direct object. So our sentence is said to be in the active voice. Again, our sentence is in the active voice if we have here the form, the subject, the verb, and the direct object. Again, it means that our sentence in the active voice. Now, when can we say that the sentence given is in the active voice? Yes, you are right. The sentence is in the active voice if the subject, Teacher Rose, is the one who did the action. Teacher Rose is the one who sweeps the floor. So our sentence now is in the active voice if the subject is the doer of the verb, the doer of the action. Okay, very good. So another example. We have here, the floor is swept by Teacher Rose. So if we have here the active voice above, The other one is in the passive voice. This sentence is in the passive voice. Can you tell me why? Okay, here, in the given example, we will be identifying first the subject. So what is the subject in there? The subject is the floor. How about the verb? We have here is swept. Look at the verb. There is already the verb be. And how about this one? Swept becomes swept. So we take the past participle form of the verb sweeps, which is swept. And we have here the by phrase, which is by Teacher Rose. Remember that the by phrase is taken from the active sentence. We have here the by phrase. So in the passive voice, always remember the direct object in the active voice, when you transform that one into passive voice, the direct object now becomes our subject. See? The floor. And we take the verb be, which is, because the floor is singular, and take also the past participle. Always take the past participle form of the verb, which is swept. Then the by phrase. This is already given by the phrase here from the subject Teacher Rose. You get me? Okay, what is now the differences between the active and the passive voice? In the active voice, the subject is the doer of the action. While in the passive voice, the subject now becomes the receiver of the action. The subject, the floor, is the receiver of the action, while in the active voice, the subject is the one who do the action. Get me? The subject is the one who do the action in the active, and in the passive, the subject now is the receiver of the action of the verb.